don't have sex on ecstasy or it'll ruin sober sex for the rest of your life, basically. Um, that's just dumb like high schooler shit.
Yeah, I've heard that. I have heard that.
But also if you just drink a lot, like as much as I did, it ruins, even though I was doing it out of depression anyway, so I was already pretty fucking sad. But it also ruins the rest of your life after, because nothing is ever the same. Life, you had so much fun, you know what it's like to actually enjoy it and not feel like a piece of shit that's
What,
like
like
unlike everyone
ecstasy?
else. No, alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, or really whatever your drug of choice is, whatever makes you feel like everybody else or like a normal human being. Once you've done that, when you can't do it anymore, life is basically just like, well, I'll never feel good again
That's like,
or
Welcome to
get joy.
Doinktown, everybody.
Yeah, Johnny Hell in the house bringing all the laughs. Polly Point with the jokes, a master of craft. Sexy Doink got the puns making everyone roll. Doinktown.
hey, that's my line.
Sorry, I just thought that was a perfect time for.
Yeah.
Welcome to
It's true, though.
Doinktown.
It's very positive and uplifting message. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It's
was
the
not
opposite
that.
of that. It was just
It was very depressing.
No, there's way
sad.
better things in life than just getting shit-faced, man. I mean, drinking is fun, but
it's not about getting shit
overrated.
faced. It's about the drug that makes you feel normal or like everyone else or like you're not a fucking complete alien.
Dude, trust me, when you
Uh,
were drunk as hell, you were not like everyone else. You were a fucking maniac.
No, I know, but I felt okay.
Oh, you felt like everyone else.
Well, so I think what you're getting at here is you were self-made.
Self-medicating.
It's
Don't
alright,
get so
dude.
down on yourself. You
It's
bros.
not like you
my
fucking
being
bros,
idiot.
nice,
I'm an
so
idiot.
you're having
I'm an
trouble.
idiot.
my
I'm a
bros
stupid
are
fucking
getting
idiot, okay?
down on themselves right now, and I do not like
Well,
it. Okay.
You know what I'm
No,
pissed
I'm
about?
just being
you know
honest.
You know what I'm pissed about?
Let's hear it.
I'm pissed that our brothers in blue, ICE, are getting firebombed in LA right now.
Oh my God.
You need to lay off
Yes.
my brothers in blue who are just doing their civic duty, trying to kick all the illegals out of this country. Okay?
Welcome to Doinktown, everybody.
That's appropriate.
We're going there. We're hot, and I'm Johnny Hell. And my man who's not afraid to speak his mind is Polly P.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
And
I was kidding.
Zach Z. Doink feeling really, really happy today.
Uplifted, feeling groovy. Groovy's a word. I feel it.
Pause
Groovy
vibes.
is the word.
That's what Doinktown's about. Welcome to Doinktown, everybody. We are the lords of Doinktown, and Polly was just saying how
Well, I wanna get
fired
back
up he
in this-
is.
I want to get
Wanna
back into
the-
self-medication.
Earth
'Cause
has
I
a
feel like-
heartbeat.
Oh my God. Oh, brother.
Wow.
Sorry. Or a pulse. Sorry.
That is
Which
one
way
big
do
pile
we
of
go? Let's go.
Yeah, choose your own adventure,
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, I guess you're
Does
up,
Earth
John. Do you want
have
to
a
do
heartbeat, or-
self-medicating, or does the planet have a pulse?
There you go.
Pick one, dude. You're the host of the show. You're the captain of this ship. You're the
All right,
goddamn
well-
conductor of this train.
Yeah, Zach, speak more on the Earth having a pulse,
Wow. Did not expect
a
that.
heartbeat.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. That's really the whole thing. But, it was also on Instagram where 99% of the things you see are fake. So,
So you saw that on Instagram?
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah, and I didn't do any extra research about it at all. I was
Yeah.
just like, I watched it at like 6 in the morning, like a week and a half ago, and I was like, it's so real. And then I just went
So
back to sleep, and I internalized it, and I was like,
So-
the Earth has a heartbeat. We're all part of the same Earth. Earth.
I got a
Paul
touchstone
Blart.
here.
I'm just a white blood cell. Get it?
Because you're a white. Are we bringing back the supremacy?
No, no, you fucking asshole. I'm saying like we're all just
I mean,
tiny
hey.
little cells in a fucking huge network of.
And we're cancer.
Hmm.
I mean, I know I am.
Yeah.
Feel me?
You feel me?
Fucking vibes are off, Zach. Chill.
So your vibes being off today, yeah, they are way off. I do want to talk about your phone habit though. So you say you were looking at this at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then you went. So did you wake up, and then instantly are you like, bam, scroll, or do you take
I
a little
wake
second
up-
for yourself? Maybe touch.
I wake
your...
up and I feed my cat.
Is that
and then I
a
take a
term for
piss.
jerking off?
No, I feed my
Okay.
cat every day
It's
at
a term for
5.
shoving a Sharpie up your butt.
I have this cat. It's a actual animal that you've seen before. You actually know him. And I feed
Likely
him every day
story.
at 5, and then I go and I take a piss. So I do touch my penis for a second.
Oh,
You
now
hold it
we're
with both
getting it
hands,
somewhere.
both hands, or one hand.
Just like that too, yeah.
Oh,
Like I'm
yes.
about to like whistle like people do, or like about to blow wind into a fire, like
into a leave.
trying to get the fire going where people aim like that. It's the stupidest thing in the world. It doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I got a big wedgie.
no.
Are we gonna
No,
learn anything?
stop that.
Before we keep going.
Hold on,
on
hold
that
on, hold
thought, are we gonna learn anything at the end of this week's episode?
Yes.
Yes.
But I think it's going to be a Zach fact because he is the man with the facts. But I want to
Yeah.
hear his morning routine because this is really
All right. Well,
Fucking
stay tuned.
Okay,
captivating.
well it's real quick.
learn a Zach
I've
fact at
already
the end.
gotten more through more than like 90% of it. I pee and then I go back in my room. Everything is dark in here, and I'm just like.
kind of
and
don't know
then-
where
so
you are.
I still haven't
kinda
opened my
wondering.
phone. My phone is on the bed somewhere,
Okay.
and then as I get in bed, it's like I would say 40% of the time
Porn.
I look at my phone for a second, and then I go back to sleep.
Okay.
But Paul,
so you-
I know that it's bad. So it's like I do have this like thing in my head where I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why would you pull that up right now? And then I just go back to sleep. But then
Oh,
sometimes I
well, that's
actually look
good.
at it.
I think the good thing is that you like, cause I wake up in the morning and I'm like, and I look at my chess app and I feel like that's like I'm not really like scrolling. I'm looking at my chess
That's
app, but I
definitely
still
better
like,
than looking at Instagram.
but it's still the same. Like, as soon as I wake up, I have been awake for 30 seconds, and my mind is like, you need to entertain yourself with something. I got a brain disease, dude. I need to be able to just be a person without like a constant. You know what I mean?
Well, it's good to
And as soon as
exercise
I'm done with
your
chess,
brain,
I'm like-
man. If you're looking at the chess,
No, no,
man,
no,
you're
no,
working
no,
out
no.
complex equations.
I
and
know what
shit.
you're trying to say, Paul,
Do
because
that
I also
after
have
you're
ADD
awake.
that's never been diagnosed, and yeah, I cannot not be doing something.
Yeah, it's torture. I'm sure he does it too. I know Johnny wakes up and goes straight to Savage Steel or whatever that game is that he fucking loves so much with the chick.
Yeah, sometimes I'll check Reddit, check the news and stuff.
Instantly get into
Weather.
a bad mood, which is like it's so bad for like think about the span of history. In no other time have you been able to do that as soon as you wake up. Like I mean, George Washington would wake up and probably be like, "I'm gonna fuck a slave this morning, Martha," and go fuck a slave in her ass. And then he'd sit down to like
Living
a
the dream.
5-course breakfast. He's living the dream. And they were simpler times, better times. A lot of people would say, not us. I'm just saying,
Not I.
the technology, and with the whole AI rise thing too. I think we need to pull the plug on this bitch.
We're getting locked in. Well,
It's too
I mean,
late.
this is the whole thing, and this goes into your personalized version of the internet. These algorithms and the AI. You brought up AI a second ago. It customizes like a fucking perfectly catered version of the internet directly into all of your devices. So it's pressing all your buttons to make sure you interact with it as much as possible. It's like it's crazy,
hot.
man, and that's how
Push
people
my
are just-
buttons, mama.
Yeah, like and that's how people get
Turn
stuck
me
in
on.
these feedback loops,
Turned on here.
because it just feeds you what you want to see constantly. So people, it's crazy. It's at the point where it's fucking with people's actual realities because people are like living in totally different fucking worlds than each other now because they're just fed this constant source of fucking misinformation sometimes. So they're just
Misinformation.
Misinformation.
And you wonder why everybody's depressed and has ADD out the ASS.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. We're not meant to be staring at screens all fucking day and listening to three fucking fools and jerks and useless persons.
No, they're supposed to be listening to fools, jerks, and useless people because that we really are like trying to tell people, you know, what's life, what is life about, what is it for, and you know what it's for? Watching this.
Please
podcast.
tell me.
Yeah. And at the end of this
Zach wants to
podcast,
roast.
Zach is going to drop a Zach fact.
Food, fucking,
I will.
and
It's gonna be
and
good.
money. It's food, sex, and cash.
Food, sex,
That's
and
what I
money.
care about.
Pussy, money,
All
weed.
I care about. Pussy, money, weed. Lil Wayne has always been the voice of a generation. He has not ceased.
He's a doctor.
Dr. Wayne.
Wheezy.
Young
Wheezy
Weezy.
F, baby.
I recently have come into like a new department at work.
You've been coming?
At the department at work.
Well, it's kind of like fucking a lateral move or per se, but it feels a lot harder. But yeah,
That's what she
basically,
said.
I'm learning.
Eyeballs.
I'm learning new things at work, and it's great. It's good, and it's more stressful. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of things about it.
What are your new duties, tasks?
Yes, duties, tasks,
Well,
obstacles.
Basically, I
observations.
work in a warehouse, and now I'm helping like do a lot of the receiving. Whereas,
Now, is that like a house when it's a full moon?
Where?
yeah,
Where is it?
It's a house that got bit by a wolf, and
werewolf.
once a month it transforms into a warehouse.
Like my girlfriend. Can I get a round of applause?
You can get a Joe Pesci. God damn it, not Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta.
I like a round of applause. Because if there was a guy at a comedy set,
strange little man.
if there's a guy, if I was doing a comedy set and every time I said a joke that was funny and he just went, "You really are a funny guy," like every joke, every punchline, probably like this guy.
This guy gotta go. He needs to go on a fishing trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sleeping with the.
Anyways, what was I just talking about?
You were saying something about how you love Trump.
Oh, yeah.
You hate.
You were
don't
big
know.
on Trump and the National Guard or whatever going to California. You were like, yes, we need to annex that state and.
No, I'm helping. Fucking, I'm doing a lot of
work.
clerical work and shit, man. You know, I like working with my hands and
We
moving
know.
around and
We
and
know.
fucking A, man. Just typing in a bunch of shit in the computer and writing emails and shit. It's not my fucking bag, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that'd be
I
right up
don't
your
like it
back.
either, dude. I'm with you.
You strike me as a secretary kind of
How do you
guy.
start an email? Hi,
Oh, that's a great
so and so, comma.
No, it's to
Enter,
whom
enter.
It
Space, space,
to
space,
whom
space,
it
whom
space,
it may
space, 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 space. Okay, well,
Here's how you actually do it. Here, I know how to do a professional email. You say, Joe Schmo Dickface. Enter. So you have two spaces, right? Then you say, I'm so pissed off that you had sex with my mom. I am going to firebomb your house. Space. Also, per my last email, can you please tell me about the operating orders? Space. Also, your dog was super cute in the office last week. Space. Yes.
space, space.
Why are you spacing so much? Just hit the enter
Because-
button.
Well, enter is what I meant. And then when I said
Yeah,
space,
he was-
there's two
Yeah.
spaces between the text. Sorry, it was a little
It's
confusing
enter.
because they're both
At least
keys
you're
on the keyboard.
bracketing. Yes, I like it. Okay, I actually didn't expect
Call me.
that solid of an email off the dome right there, dude. That was pretty good stuff. That's
Well, I've
pretty
had
much
some emails
exactly-
kind of up top.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I write my coworkers when I need to send an email. Yes. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm doing a lot of clerical shit, but you know, I still am working with my hands and stuff, and you know, I'm using the forklift a lot too, which is really fun. Oh, that's another
That's
thing.
just eating, dude.
Fucking-
This is my forklift.
Major bummer event today. Towards the end of the day, my earbud went missing, and I'm like, where is it? And then guess
Up your
what?
butt.
I found it on the ground. I had ran it over with the fucking forklift.
Smashed.
Smushed.
Smashed it. You smashed brothers.
Fuck, dude, that's fucked. Earlier, I was packing a box at my work, and I literally
fucking-
laughed out loud at how stupid it was. I was like, "This is my job." I fucking laughed out. I was like, in my head, I was like, "I'll put these two GL 178. I'll put these in these 10 and I was like, "This is the stupidest fucking
Oh
thing
God.
in the fucking world." And I've gotten upset about it.
That is.
It's a good.
that
It was actually a good
realization.
thought, though. It
Yeah,
was well.
yeah.
It's bad, but it's also good. I was like, how could I ever care about this? It's fine. Like,
It's fine.
Good.
You know,
I hope that
pays the
sticks
bills.
too, because it's
Yeah, I
so
know.
it's so true. Where
this
it's
is
like,
not
we're not
my
saving
job.
lives
It's
here,
my
dude.
job, but it's
Right.
not my concern. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about this shit.
If this box doesn't go out right, the world isn't going to be like.
Yeah. That's
Well,
Except
two
for one
people
kid.
might.
Two kids are going to be like, I'm going to kill myself now, and then that's another
base.
2 kids. I think it's like 600,000 a year. Kids commit
Yeah.
the old S
because they didn't get the box delivered on time.
because they didn't get a trophy because their mom is a fucking dirty, stinky, rotten slut.
Bitch,
Fucking coach.
whore,
And I need
fuckface, ugly,
I'm gonna
rotten
fucking
bitch.
kill her and the kids.
God damn, dude.
This is a dark episode.
This is a dark
Dark.
episode.
You want me to go dark on you?
The world's
The world is dark right now. We're
going dark.
fucking
going dark.
It's Battlefield LA out there right now, dude.
I don't even know what the y'all keep on talking about protests, LA, gear,
Are you
riots.
not
Well, yeah,
watching
your
news
algorithm.
at all?
I
Like,
don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
not
If
even
it's
on
not
your-
a,
on
if
your-
it's not a fucking like 2-ton person jumping out of the water like a whale and then eating like a fish that's the size of a human being on the side of the ocean fishing for humans, then I'm not into it. Like,
what even did you just describe?
You're watching Tim Dillon's podcast?
What the fuck was that?
if it's not like a fish on the side of the ocean at the beach just like fishing for humans that are like the size of like
you're
a
watching some weird
skyscraper.
AI shit.
Yeah, and it's not and then all of a sudden it turns
AI
into a hot
slop.
chick that's like got her boobs out because they can show that now as long as she's breastfeeding, and she's breastfeeding an alligator for some fucking reason, and you're like, well, I do like the tits, but whatever.
Interesting.
We have
so,
all that's hot. Fuck, we don't have all that's hot. Damn.
What about you just busted your first nut?
No, only
fucking
all
hate
that's
AI.
hot would have worked
Yeah.
right there. But,
Okay.
hey, you should be happy that
I-
AI is a thing because it's
Yeah.
going to put both of y'all out of work very soon. And it's going to put everybody
I can't
in
wait.
the white collar
I'm so
organization.
excited for everybody to get their job replaced by a fucking computer/robot. That'll be sick.
Ob Trice.
You think
It'll be
like,
trice. It'll be nice.
what if you have to like
Wouldn't it be
service
nice
your
if
own
we-
robot that replaces you at a job, so you have to just learn how to fix a fucking robot that does your old job?
Well, that's going to be that's actually pretty wise because that is going to be the next. Well, actually,
gonna
no,
fix
they're just going to have a.
themselves.
They're gonna have a robot. to
How
do
are they
that,
gonna
of
fix
course.
themselves?
Yeah.
They don't have thumbs.
Yeah,
They're
they
gonna
do.
give
They
'em
already
thumb.
and they
They gotta
already
get
know
put together by people with thumbs.
wrong.
Yeah, you're so wrong on this one.
Okay.
You're really, you're
So
hopeful.
why do you
Wrong.
think
And this
they're gonna be like they think we need thumbs? These
Exactly,
fucking
yeah.
morons think their thumbs are everything.
This goes to the greater,
Oh,
the greater
they don't-
philosophical.
Zach is so fucking right there because we're like, it's these things.
this is
I'm waiting
what's
for the balloons.
They just rip them off and
they
attach them.
just
to
they're like cool. They just chop your fucking yeah. They go.
They
no,
eat
but
it.
this does attach to a greater philosophical discussion in which, would an AI get smart enough to
In
decide
which-
that it wants to
Coming.
destroy humanity or whatever, maybe to save the planet? How is the AI going to keep itself maintained without humans? We got to run power plants, we got to feed it energy.
No,
Wrong.
but that's the whole thing about the singularity, Johnny, is once that happens, the robots and the machines will be able to self-regulate, which means we
They are already
humanity
they've
becomes
already
obsolete.
started doing crazy shit on their own.
Once they start fucking,
I don't know,
we're
man. They're our babies. They need our tender love and care.
they're not babies.
We're if an AI construct becomes sentient, then humanity as a whole would be its parents, basically.
What did we do to our parent, God?
Oh,
Killed him.
If we killed
John
God,
Lennon
damn.
said God is dead, and I believed him.
This is actually, I wanted to talk about this. I'm glad we got here to God, because
Okay, we're not going to talk
I was
about
just thinking
AI
about this.
anymore.
Just a little bit of talk.
It
about
connects.
God real quick.
It's related.
Okay.
Joe Rogan is now going to
God.
church, right?
Okay.
Is he?
I
Yes.
just heard it on Tuesdays with Stories. I was listening to Tuesdays with Stories. Mark Norman said Joe Rogan's going to church now, and he's sober.
He's a sellout.
Which good for him, I guess. But I was thinking, why do you start going to church randomly like this? And I was thinking, do we think that Rogan might have gotten like a scary diagnosis, and he's like, time for me to hedge my bets and start kind of going to church?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, I think he's
I
just
think you hit a certain age and you start thinking about how much you
I
don't
mean, he's
actually
been
know about shit.
fucking with right wingers for the past like
Yeah, and that.
4 or 5 years. Of course, they bring him to church with him. It's like you have to at least pretend to be Christian to fucking live in that world.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Back to AI. I'm sorry. That was a terrible segment. That was such a.
It's okay, dude. I learned that Joe Rogan goes to church now.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, I would
It's
love for
awesome.
him to like come back. Like he shows back up. He's like, yeah, I was just going to church for a lark.
For a
like
lark.
a big lark.
Yeah.
Duncan
He has to
Trussell would
say
be like,
lark.
No, you weren't, Joe. You're fucking lying, bro.
You're a Christian, dude.
You're a Christian
did
now.
You did shrooms and saw God, man. I hate Christians. I hate people who do shrooms too much, and I hate hippies.
In that order, or it sounds like you hate hippies the most.
I hate a hippie.
Yeah, they're annoying. I mean, especially considering the generation that was hippies, that gave us hippies, turned out to be such fucking angry assholes. I'm looking at you,
That's what
boomers.
happens when you age, dude.
How do you go from
Aging is
fucking-
really bad for you.
that whole fucking peace and love movement to whatever the fuck you're doing with the U.S. government right now? It ain't peaceful. I'll say that
You
much.
Talking shit about the boomers. Okay, actually,
Yeah,
I
I
got
know
a
it's a
different.
hot take.
I could change gears here right now if y'all want to hear a
Switch it up,
harrowing
dude.
tale about me going to McDonald's yesterday.
Oh, lay it on me.
So,
I want the French fries right
Y'all ready
now.
for this?
Fuck.
oh Zach, you get a little in tune. But so picture this: I'm driving aimlessly because I pack my lunch, and I was like, I don't like to eat my lunch where I'm working. I like to go somewhere else and like park somewhere and kind of have a nice thing, right? So I'm driving, I take this exit, and I hit a red light, and I look ahead of me, and what do I see? The beautiful golden arches. And something inside of me says, fuck
Snapped.
your sandwich. Fuck your sandwich. Literally, I was going to turn away from the McDonald's, and I was like, and I like flipped my signal up. And literally, Zach, like it was a total. It was like I was overcome with something. You know what I mean? It was like totally compulsive. I had to go to McDonald's.
The call.
So I went
the fucking Ronald
The
McDonald
call of the wild, dude. So I go to McDonald's. I'm like, sick. Fuck yes. And I have a hell of an order at McDonald's right now. It's pretty disgusting. So,
Damn
so I go up to the
it. Hell
drive-thru.
of an order at McDonald's.
Yeah, this is gonna
And,
be good.
and here's
I already
what
know what
get.
it is too.
I get.
I'll tell you what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I do know what it is.
All right, let's hear it.
Quarter pounder with cheese.
You're close, but you're missing a little. thing
Double
in the
Bacon.
quarter
pound.
pounder. Double
Yeah.
quarter
No,
pounder.
bacon.
Yes,
Wait, which one is it?
it's the bacon one.
Yeah,
Oh,
The
bacon.
bacon
quarter
Bacon quarter pounder. Okay, hold on. Bacon quarter pounder,
thinking
small
so
fry.
hard. Small fry.
I think that might even
Paul
be it.
feels
honestly.
like a large
Okay.
fry guy to me.
No.
I don't know what it is.
All right, so you were right with the B.
I know your sandwich.
Q, P. I get the bacon quarter pounder.
Oh, you
I
gotta
get the
go
meal.
double quarter pounder, baby.
Well, listen here.
I
get
agree.
the bacon quarter pounder. I get the meal. I get it large, so I get a large Sprite and a large fry. Then I say, give me 6 nugs
See, I
and
don't
a small
understand this.
fry.
I hate their nuggets. Their nuggets are awful.
Here's no, the nugs are delicious because have you not had their new like spicy chili sauce?
Doesn't
It's
matter. Their
fucking
nuggets are
phenomenal,
awful.
dude. The sauce is so fucking good. I
Get
I
it.
eat
Put
it. I
the
almost
sauce
eat it
on the
all in one
fries. It's
nugget.
fine.
They don't give you the sauce unless you get nuggies.
You just gotta ask for sauce,
you can
bro.
Get the sauce
Those
above.
nuggets
Anyway,
are fucking awful.
I like the nugs. Okay, I'm a nug boy. Fuck with the nugs.
I love nuggets, but McDonald's.
And I
Trash.
get the small fry because I like to have a thing of fries to eat while I'm driving to my destination. Okay.
That is insane, though. That part is fucking crazy. You get 2 orders of French fries.
It's just, what are you
I just like to
Dude.
have some fries in the truck while I'm driving to where I'm going to park and eat. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to eat out of my actual meal because then I'm like I'm not going to have enough fries when I get.
Why don't you just park in the
so
parking
bad.
lot? What are you
I'm not
doing?
eating at a McDonald's. No, I like to eat at a place that has a nice view or something. Okay?
Secluded
No,
area.
I understand that part.
So,
3rd location.
So I take him to a second. Yeah, third location. So I
Hi. Oh, she's interrupting the McDonald's story. Oh, this better be good. He shut the door. I
He
love
winked
it.
at her. He gave her a smooch.
hopefully everything's okay. So
She's dying.
I'm potentially. I pay for my order and I drive up to the window where you get your food. And the rudest person on the planet opens the window and she hands me my Sprite and I say thank you and she just shuts the window again. I'm like, fair enough. I get it. McDonald's sucks. She opens the window up again. She hands me a bag of food. I take the food. I look in and I go, is this everything? You know, where's this? And she goes, what'd you have? And I was like, I had the bacon quarter pounder. And she goes, give me the bag back. Why would you take the bag? And I was like, bing. Excuse me? You handed me the bag? And she was already gone. But I was like, I was fucking
She was already
furious.
You just made me so mad that I wanted to kill someone.
I know. That's
I wanted to
infuriating.
actually kill someone when you just told me that.
My first thought was, I did this to myself. I have a full sandwich
No, you
that's
didn't.
like on nice bread.
Hey.
You're right. I didn't.
Hey.
I didn't necessarily.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
Fuck her.
Yeah.
But it was what really bothered me was she saying, "Why would you take the bag?" And I was like,
Yeah, she
Yeah,
needs to
that
get
was
punched
the
in the
fucked
face.
up
Take the
part.
bag.
Did you get your
I mean-
She
Sprite
comes-
food?
Nothing.
She comes back, and she goes, "Pull up to the, pull up in the fucking spot."
Oh,
I didn't
that's
even
the
look at her.
worst.
I just pulled up, and I was like fuming. Wait a couple minutes. Guy comes out. He's like, "Here you go. Sorry about that. Here's your meal." I say thank you because he was really nice. I peek in the bag. Guess what was missing?
Yeah, Johnny Hell in the house bringing all the laughs. Polly Doink with the jokes, a master of craft. Sexy Doink got the puns making everyone roll. Doinktown podcast taking over, that's the goal. 3 best friends with a mic and lots to say. Laughing through the night, super gay every day. Stories so wild, yeah, they never lose steam. Turn up the volume, Doinktown's a fever dream. Welcome to Doinktown, where the fun don't stop. Johnny, Polly, Zach, yeah, we rising to the top. Ain't no limit to the joy that we bring. Tune in, turn up, hear the laughter ring. Johnny Hell with the sass, throwing shade like a pro. Polly Doink on the mic, always steal the show. Zach Doink got the puns, maybe one right. Every episode a blast, every joke just right. Doinktown crew making magic on airwaves. Living loud and proud, laughing through the days. Keep it fresh, keep it real, what you see is what you get. Come on everyone, it's a vibe you won't forget. Welcome to Doinktown, where the fun don't stop. Johnny, Polly, Zach, yeah, we rising to the top. Ain't no limit to the joy that we bring. Tune in, turn up, hear the laughter ring. Welcome to Doinktown, where the fun don't stop. Johnny, Polly, Zach, yeah, we rising to the top. Ain't no limit to the joy that we bring. Tune in, turn up, hear the laughter ring.